planned your LEDs for your amiibos.
A spotlight
Congratulations.
shining down on Pikachu. See.
Yep. Oh, I got a Pokemon Row. You got Lucario.
Of course you do.
Oh, God.
Charizard.
You don't have to tell me, Kyle.
Yeah.
I kind of just assumed you have a Pokemon Row. Super Mario Brothers are organized together.
Yep. Zelda.
Alphabetical too.
No, alphabetical. No, that's crazy talk. So, well.
Oh, that is crazy talk. You have them by Pokemon number, jackass.
I didn't put them by number. They're just there because they are Pokemon. They're in the same row. So welcome to the Attack of the Fanboy podcast number 18. I'm Kyle, and with me are Anthony and Will. How's it going, guys?
Special Wednesday podcast.
It is. We're early this week.
Yeah.
Various complications, which gives us less to talk about. One day less of stuff, but honestly, with the week that we've had, that's not going to hurt us because not much is going on in the gaming industry at the moment. I think everyone's they went crazy at E3, and now they're just like, we got nothing else to talk about.
We got nothing. I got nothing else. That's
I
it.
personally think it's all the conventions. Like, you got.
I mean, yeah, this weekend we'll have some
new
news with Comic-Con. Yeah, we'll get some news out of Comic-Con for sure.
Do we get a lot of gaming news out of there? We get a lot of, like, gaming is a big part of it, but I feel like they just kind of show their stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, Capcom usually has a pretty good presence there. They'll say something, maybe.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. That's coming up over this coming weekend.
Yeah.
Which would be the 10th, 11th, and 12th, I guess.
They also have that Walking Dead thing that's going on alongside Comic-Con. They're going to announce or show that Escapist game. I don't know if you saw that or not. But
I did. It just didn't really get my interest. Was the Escapist good? I didn't play that.
I think a lot of people liked it. Some people didn't like it so much. It wasn't universally loved or anything. It was just, one of those games kind of caught some people, didn't catch others. But it's, it's like a prison management sim.
Okay.
I guess that premise kind of lends to, The Walking Dead.
Man, everything. There's Walking Dead everything. I was just in stores, and it's just like, it's everywhere. The Walking Dead, they know how to market that stuff. It's amazing.
It's good though.
It is good.
Have
Everything.
Read the comics?
I have read the comics. I just went and bought the last two of them.
You up to date?
I am about to be. I'm 2 comics behind.
The next one ends the arc. Ooh.
Does it?
Yeah, it ends the arc, and it's also the final one for the upcoming compendium that's releasing this October.
Nice. All right. That's usually means big stuff. So comic is great. Show's great. I'm a big Walking Dead fan.
Wait a second. Wasn't there pretty big news out of Minecon with the first reveal of the Minecraft story mode?
That's a good point. I forgot about that.
There was add that to our list.
Yes, it's added right now. We're talking about it.
We are just adding it naturally.
So
what
we're
a
on the fly.
Great segue. It's unbelievable how natural this is coming.
Minecraft story mode. Did you guys watch the trailer?
No.
It's Minecraft, so no.
What, you don't like Minecraft?
My daughter loves it. I wake up every morning to her in my room with a 360 on, watching those pain in the ass Minecraft videos on YouTube.
I will admit to watching a few of them, but most of them are terrible. No, you have to find a good one. I'll give a plug. I'll shout out to the Achievement Hunters. I enjoy their videos very, very much. So they're pretty much the only Minecraft ones that I watch.
Minecraft's fun.
Yeah. No,
I like playing Minecraft. It's very therapeutic, or just mindless.
Yep.
But I don't do anything of meaning. I just dig myself into the bottom of the world and sit there, basically, or go all the way up, build up, or go down.
Cool stuff, yeah. But this one, totally different. This is Minecraft story mode coming from Telltale. So it's, it's not like an open world or anything. It's going to be a linear story with choices, obviously, because it's Telltale. And there's a star-studded voice cast with, like, I heard Ashley Johnson, I heard Patton Oswalt, and I mean, they were all sounded familiar. Dave Fenoy, who's a Telltale regular. But yeah, I mean, I thought it looked pretty good. No one else watched the trailer?
I didn't watch it. No,
All
I
right.
have no interest in playing it, so there's really, I kind of don't need to watch it. I know that I don't want to play it. It doesn't mean, but for me personally, I don't want to, like, I don't like that type of game, but it even just like trying to put a story into Minecraft seems weird. But isn't that, I mean, is that what like Let's Players do? Don't they inject like some story into Minecraft some way?
Some do. I'd say most just kind of play the game and have various objectives, or they just kind of screw around and do whatever they need to do to get a video together. But it's injecting a story in the same way that probably the Lego Movie injected a story, where it's no, I wouldn't even say that. That seems
Didn't
to be
see that.
okay.
Lego Movie was a wonderful story.
They've said before that they're not like explaining what the Minecraft world is. They're not giving a story to this world. They're telling a story in this world, if that makes sense.
So it could just be just about fucking anything.
Exactly. But I thought it looked pretty good. I mean, Telltale is stretching themselves a little bit these days.
I'd like to know how this guy got there. What he's doing out there. Steve, isn't his name Steve?
Yeah.
Steve. Why is Steve here? What is he doing? Isn't he a little bit freaked out that he's in this strange world with zombies and spiders?
Yeah, I don't think that it's going to try and do something like that. I think it's going to do something like there's a Minecraft world that exists. We don't need to explain why or anything about it. And here's something that is happening in it that is interesting. But
you know what else? You know what else we need to add to the list? Did you see that HoloLens? You don't. It doesn't matter to you. You've already used HoloLens, but did you see that video that Microsoft put out about HoloLens, which actually shows the field of view?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're getting out in front of the naysayers for HoloLens and the field of view. They may actually put a video out today, which it was showing the real world applications of HoloLens. I guess it was like for a college or something, and they're showing how like they can manipulate and work with like human organs and stuff, and teach students how in a different way, being able to see things that they couldn't see on a 2D plane. And then they also had some like anthropology applications for the school as well. But the big thing for me wasn't necessarily seeing that stuff in action. It was like, okay, so this is what everybody is talking about. Yes, that is a small window, and yes, it does look fucking odd that half of the hologram is cut off because the field of view doesn't, it's not.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the video now actually, and yeah, this is an article on The Verge, and they are talking about how they've said already that the field of view probably won't get better. And that's still stretching it a little bit. That's still zoomed in.
You think so? That's what I also was wondering. I was like, I want to ask Kyle if like they've actually embellished on this a little bit in the video.
A little bit. Yeah.
So it's not even that big of a rectangle. It's smaller.
No. It is. It was for me, it could have been the way that it was calibrated. It could be anything like that. There were a lot of ways to move this headset that would change the way that it looked, but I definitely didn't have anything like that. That looks more like kind of like my monitor is right now. Like I'm pretty close to my monitor, and that's taking up about 50% of my view.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing in this video, and I'd say it's less than that. It's maybe like 25% of your view. Yeah.
That doesn't sound good. Like, I can see how that would get annoying, but I could see how cool would that be if the field of view was like just everything. You could see everything you were supposed to be working with or playing with or whatever, and not have it cut off. Because as soon as it cuts off, you get that sense. It takes you out of the immersion, in my opinion. It reminds you like, hey, this is a hologram.
Yeah, and I mean that may be coming in like version 2.
Version 2.
I became less
dead,
excited.
Man.
I became less excited in HoloLens after I tried it, but I simultaneously became more excited about the potential future applications of the technology.
Yeah, I mean,
If that makes sense.
no, but I can totally see where you're coming from. I could see people that are just like blown away by that, but I could also see people who are like, eh.
And I think if they hadn't oversold it, I think everyone would have been blown away if they hadn't shown these videos that looked like magic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is like you said, it's when they're showing it in that environment where it's a third person perspective, and it's this person, he's looking at these magical things. It's giant, full scale human anatomy and Minecraft on a table that just rises out of, like, it's in what they're showing doesn't look like what the person is actually seeing.
Yeah.
So I could see how you
Except
could be
in
a little bit disappointed.
Tiny little window.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up. I should have.
Yeah. Well, speaking of disappointments, we have some Destiny news to talk about.
Best game in gaming. The best single game that is available for purchase right now.
Unless you
Destiny
talk
by Bungie.
To Bungie. So we'll get to that.
Bungie has piled on to
the hate train.
The hate train. All aboard.
Two things happened this week. There was the Red Bull promotion, which I can't believe I didn't bring up when we were arguing about how much Destiny has turned into a money grab. I really should have talked about the Red Bull promotion, where you drink cans of Red Bull to get a DLC mission and a XP boost. That's just gross.
That reminds me, I gotta buy some Red Bull.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't, because scammers have figured out the code, the way that the codes work, so they can pretty much just put in codes all that they want. And you will buy your can of Red Bull just so you can get that XP boost, and you'll drink it and put in your code, and it won't work. So that was one bit of news. Not really much else to say about that. The other bit was pretty interesting, and Will, you actually wrote this, was that Bungie's Luke Smith you go ahead. You tell the story.
I don't remember what I wrote. Bungie's, yeah. There was a PlayStation roundtable discussion. They're doing a series of developer roundtables for Sony with Will Wheaton, and I think it was Luke Smith that was talking about Destiny and the future of the game and what they want to do with it. And he basically just said, pretty bluntly, that they're not. Yeah, they're not happy with. I think it was something to the effect like, I don't think anybody at Bungie is happy with how Destiny had turned out. I don't know. That's probably a little bit harsher than what he actually said.
Yeah, let me read his quote here. I actually don't think there are many or any people on the Bungie team who look at Destiny as a job well done. It's like a job in progress that has a ridiculous amount of potential that we haven't met at all in a bunch of ways. That potential is the thing we're still chasing.
Yeah.
So, I'm a little negative on Destiny.
Of course. But you just don't get it. You must suck at Destiny.
I will say...
You just must not be good.
I don't read this as negatively as most have. That to me sounds like him saying he's not saying it's bad now. He's saying it could be better in the future.
Yeah.
Which I think has been kind of their thing from the beginning, is that Destiny is a platform. It's an ever-evolving thing. So I don't necessarily, unless he says something else in this video that I'll probably watch.
No. It's not. I don't think he's saying Destiny is a bad game. He can't get out there and say that stuff. I think these quotes are just like, hey, look, we're trying to make this game better, and we're working towards building it into something bigger, and to have more features, obviously, to listen to what the fans have been asking for. I think that's just these guys coming back down to earth and saying, hey, they're catching a lot of heat over the last few weeks as far as the stuff with the Taken King, obviously that Red Bull promotion stuff you're talking about, and not just now, but even last year when the game launched. Not everybody liked Destiny, and
what? That's crazy.
It is crazy. I just don't see it. It's a great game.
Yeah, I definitely agree that it has. I think it has a lot of potential. I think it has always had potential, And that was probably my greatest disappointment, was seeing that potential not get realized, and mostly because of small decisions on Bungie's part is how I felt. They were making decisions that changed the game and made it into what it shouldn't be. And that was what was most disappointing about Destiny for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really disappointed by Destiny, honestly. I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's a great game. I can catch the Destiny bug at times and certainly put some time into it. I think it's a great shooter. I think it's a pretty game. I think it's a good-looking game.
It is. Yep.
And some of the stuff I haven't had issue with, like some people have, like the map size and the replaying of the levels and stuff, because I get, like, you're a Halo player, Kyle. Did you not like Firefight?
Ton of Halo.
Did you not like Firefight?
No, Firefight was great.
Do you not turn all the skulls on and try and get crazy?
I get a little crazy with the skulls, yeah.
So what is it about Destiny that you don't like? That's what it is.
But that's all that it is.
Yeah, that's true. But there's a lot.
I wouldn't buy a Halo if it was only Firefight.
Yeah, but the things that surround that, you don't like. You know, I'm not going to try and hard sell you on Destiny here. But the things around that Firefight experience, which is basically what it is, right? It's a cooperative shooter I think at its core. I think most people play Destiny for that cooperative gameplay. I don't think this game caught on in the way that they might have expected it to with the Crucible either. So yeah, I mean, I think when he's talking about potential, it's like, remember that this is Bungie and that they can get Destiny to Halo level as far as competitive multiplayer. Don't you think that's possible?
The Bungie of today isn't necessarily the Bungie that made Halo, so I don't...
Yeah, but the Bungie of today still makes a solid shooter.
They
You
do.
said it yourself. This is a good play. It plays well.
Yep.
But what is it about Crucible that you don't like compared to, say, Halo?
Just, wow, a lot. There's a very minimal game mode options.
Okay.
There's the weapons don't balance extremely well. They do a good job of evening the playing field, where they kind of take out your level advantages and a lot of your enhancements on your weapons, but just in general, the balance isn't right. I mean, like I said before,
Yeah, it doesn't feel as mathematical as Halo did. I mean, Halo definitely, I think was one of the best shooters of the last gen and the gen before that, right?
Yeah, the last time that I played Crucible, I ran around using nothing but my shotgun, because any other weapon was almost useless for the map. It was a smaller map, and I would just run around. And I had the power up. That's another thing, is there's too many power ups. The whole one kill. There's a lot of one shot kill weapons that are just.
Well, you understand that you can bring in your special weapons and you retain those perks.
Exactly, and that's the problem.
It is a more dynamic multiplayer than Halo in that regard. But it's like you said, it's about getting that balance right. And God, that must be insane to get that balance right. I mean, maybe they should just go back to a red versus blue, pretty static thing that's not as complex as
if they wanted
Destiny.
If they wanted Destiny multiplayer to be more of a competitive experience, they would essentially have to have two separate characters in two separate worlds. You have your Guardian in the single player and the co-op world, and then you have a Guardian in multiplayer that doesn't do all this crazy stuff and doesn't have so many different weapon options. It needs to be trimmed down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think it's pretty even, though. I mean, where it's not even, obviously, is the Iron Banner. But I mean, if you're not playing in the Iron Banner, then you should be good. I mean, it's pretty even, unless you get a headshot with a sniper rifle, which pretty much anybody can agree.
Some of those hand cannons are one shot kills.
Yeah, I was using the last word in there for a while, and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah. I get killed. It's been a while since I played, but when I did, I would get killed just randomly, and I'm like, I have no idea what just happened. If I die in Halo, I know what weapon they had. I know how they killed me. In that it was just like, oh, I guess he had some super duper cool thing that I don't know about.
Yeah, I mean, Halo is definitely, in my opinion, kind of that crown jewel of the last gen that really rewarded players in a very, very strict set of rules. Like, if you can pop this guy's shield up and hit him in the head, you're going to kill him.
Yep.
And it felt like a game that required skill to play. Right? Mm-hmm. And I think Destiny lacks that, like you said, and it's because you have those moments where I don't know how the fuck I just got killed. Yeah. What the fuck happened? And I totally agree with you there. And it just goes back to what Luke's been saying. There's potential. We just need to reach it.
Yeah, take those shooter mechanics that they nailed to a T in this game and apply them in a different way, and yes, you do have a fantastic game.
But the question then becomes, when is this going to happen?
Destiny 3.
Destiny year 7?
The 4th DLC pack for Destiny 3
will be good.
We promise. Collector's edition only. That's
right.
Which has all 3 games.
But I mean, you had to. Come on, man! You guys follow this stuff. You've been playing at home for a while now. They went with Activision.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Did you think this was going to turn out some other way?
It may have been a mistake there. Yep. No,
Microsoft looked like saints.
Yep.
But regardless, I mean, I stand by my opinion that there are people that enjoy playing this game, and God bless them. If they want to spend money on playing this game, what is it? Who am I to say that that's wrong? There are plenty of people that enjoy it. I enjoy it from time to time. I think that the more people that enjoy it, the less it's going to change, and I get that. But, if people want to enjoy the game, I think Bungie will definitely keep working towards making it better. I say have faith.
We'll see. I mean, Bungie has earned my faith. They tarnished it a bit with Destiny, but I probably won't pre-order Destiny 2, but I will be watching.
Don't lie. They're going to put some special collector's edition shit in there. You're going to be like, oh, fuck, I got to have this.
No, it's done.
Oh, fuck, I got to have this. It's going to be a replica Galahorn. Full size.
I don't know what
you don't even know what that is. See, that's why you don't like Destiny.
I don't want to know that stuff.
That is actually the coolest part about Destiny.
It gets so annoying.
No, those guns are
is. I want to know what an assault rifle is.
Yeah, but those guns are really good. Those guns really do make the experience, which goes back to like why they have them in multiplayer, because that shit's fun to bring into multiplayer and fuck people up with. And that's why you're wondering why I died, because you just got hit by a super weapon.
It's fun for the people who have those. It's not fun for the people who don't.
Which goes back to, it's a fucking grind. You got to get in there and earn that shit. You got to find it. You got to go win it from the...
You can't just hop on day one and go straight to multiplayer. You're going to get owned.
I don't gotta.
For sure. Yeah, you don't have to. No, you don't.
I can just turn it off and go play something else.
Which is what you have done, apparently.
It is. Except, I couldn't have played many things on my PlayStation this week because PSN went down again.
That's how you do segue, Anthony.
That's segues.
Right there.
See that? Woo.
Right there. I haven't turned my PlayStation on in since Batman.
Yeah,
which was 2 weeks ago.
I haven't been on there in a while, but
has it been down?
It went down for a solid, I think, about 12 hours.
That's fucking shitty.
I don't know. It's tough. They don't really put out an action. Oh, and it looks like it's down right now, as we speak.
It's not down right now, dude. I just got off playing.
Says every PlayStation player on the planet.
Yeah, the store.
But for
is down.
somebody, it's down.
For somebody, it's down. I mean,
but that's what every PlayStation player on the planet says. It's not down for me, bro.
Yep,
not down for me.
What's your time zone? What internet provider you have?
Just don't log out, dude. You can still get on.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't log out. Don't log out.
No, yeah, it's a problem. Obviously, there's been a lot of outages lately.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like after Christmas, everybody got a little secure. Before Christmas, between like probably October and December, it was total insanity. Both Xbox Live and PSN were going down all the time. Then they kind of got better, but now they're bad again. Just it feels like at least once every other week. You think? Would that be overstating it?
No, I think those things go down all the time. We're seeing that constantly between Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. It's not, but it's not like, you know how we're saying, well, some people say it's not down. It's not getting online and playing a game maybe, but there's so many features that are in those services now. It's not always that you can't get on PlayStation Network. Sometimes it's you can't get on the store. Sometimes you can't access DLC. Sometimes you can't do this, that, and the other. And it just becomes like, well, what the fuck can I do when I turn this thing on? Is my friends list going to work? Can I download the shit that I'm looking for?
Can I access my library?
Yeah, I mean, especially with now. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Now with games being digital, it's like, is that going to impact me playing the games that I purchased digitally?
Yeah, I mean, we are moving to it's this idea of games as service.
And I mean, but the service is shitty.
Yeah, and especially a lot of people, pretty much any time that we talk about PSN being down, someone in the comments brings up the fact that this used to be a free service. This used to be free on PS3, and back then it was kind of okay. Oh, it goes down. Whatever, it's free. I can't really be that upset. Yeah. But now everyone is paying around $50 a year. Not an amazing price, not a crazy high price, but still, you kind of expect
it to work. Yeah.
To work. Yeah.
I definitely expect it to work for sure. I don't know. I personally don't get on my PlayStation Network enough to notice it on PlayStation. I get on my Xbox more for online gaming. So if that's down, I know it. And I can't remember only a handful of times that's been down. But PlayStation Network, I don't necessarily look to as my go-to online multiplayer thing, whether that's a carryover from the PS3 or whatever, I'm not sure. But, when I do want to play it, the one time I want to play it, yeah, I want it to fucking work. For sure. Yeah. For $50 a year, absolutely.
Yeah, I haven't been directly impacted by a PSN outage in a while. I've been impacted by an Xbox one, just because I'm on there so much more just watching Netflix and YouTube. And if Xbox Live goes down, those don't work. So that's great. But I do think that overall, it feels like PSN goes down more often. Do you guys agree with that?
Well, I think that's true, but don't they take the PlayStation Network down for a short period of time to update the store as well?
Maintenance every week.
Yeah, they do a lot of maintenance shit on the PlayStation Network where there's like sporadic outages, or you got that's what I was saying, you got to stay logged in. So, I mean, I think that adds to the problem for them, at least as in the perceived issue of it being down. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't follow the news of it being down, but I did see, a lot of people pissed off that it's down.
Yep. A lot of people pissed off.
I personally see a lot more articles and stuff about Xbox being down, even if it is like the minor services like chat or party or friends list, Because, I mean, I think, do they work on different servers like the 360 and the
PlayStation?
Xbox One?
These motherfuckers are PlayStation people. They hate the Xbox like you, and they just write articles to make the Xbox look bad. It's bullshit. The Xbox One is never down. Never.
Damn it, Damien.
Never. Hardly ever.
As you saw, it's probably down right now.
It is not down. No, it's not. There's no way it's down. That's the thing. Like, it's never down for everybody, I don't think. So somebody's gonna log in and be like, "This shit's not down." There's only been a handful of there's only been a handful of times where it has been down for everybody. It's with those huge DDoS attacks.
Which, speaking of them, a Lizard Squad member was convicted, I believe Wednesday, or Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday, for those attacks over Christmas. 50,700 charges of computer crimes.
Jesus.
That's it?
Was convicted of.
The guy's busy kid.
Data breaches, felony payment fraud, telecommunication harassments, and other counts related to
he made some money.
Violations of company secrets. No, those guys, they made nothing. They just did it for
the
fun.
lols.
Yep.
When he gets out, though, he's being hired by S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, apparently he
This is
didn't
true.
get any prison time for this.
No, he got nothing. But did you see the backside of this with John Smedley of SOE? Like, this is the guy. This is the guy. Do you remember hearing about that bomb threat? Where he called in the bomb threat in the plane? Yeah, and they had to ground the plane and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And he released, like, John Smedley's personal information.
This isn't the guy that did that, is it?
I think it is.
That he better get prison time if he did that.
No, that's what John Smedley said on Twitter. Like, I'm coming after you is what I think he actually said.
I mean, maybe that's a different trial. Maybe this was just...
Yeah, there's definitely more to come for this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was just like one part of it. I think there's another shoe to drop possibly. The SOE president got, or it's not even SOE anymore. What is it, Daybreak?
Yeah, Daybreak Studios.
He was out on Twitter saying, like, this is bullshit. This guy needs to go to jail, and if he doesn't go to jail, I'm coming after you.
Shitstorm's rolling for that guy.
He was 17, so that probably helped him a little bit.
Yeah, and he also said he wants to sue his parents.
Jeez.
Seems
like a class act, this guy.
Vindictive. This is the president of he's over like H1Z1, PlanetSide 2.
EverQuest.
Oh, I thought you meant, so he's going to sue his parents. I thought you meant the kid was going to sue his own parents.
Oh, no. He, the guy who was...
All right, that makes sense. Yeah,
he's the guy who had his information leaked out onto the internet, and the guy who was, threatened, I guess, with the bomb threat stuff.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. Could have been tongue-in-cheek. I don't think so, though.
Yep. Well, moving on to... So there's not many actual games coming out this month or lately, but there are a few betas coming out.
Who cares? They're all on PlayStation.
They're not. So we'll start with the Xbox One. Smite is actually now in open beta on Xbox One. And that's pretty exciting. I played a little bit of that at PAX East. I did download the game, and I think I loaded it up a little bit, but haven't put enough time in. You need a lot of time to put into a MOBA.
Yeah, but the way that's structured, it's like different, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's much more action oriented. It's more of like it plays kind of like a third person shooter rather than like a top down MOBA like the other ones do. So this one is a lot easier to get into, but
You'd say it's more fun than other MOBAs.
Depends on your
more console friendly.
More console friendly, definitely.
Yeah. I'd have to try it out. I mean, I got into, Neverwinter for a while. What the hell?
Yeah, and I mean, it's free. Free to download, free to try. And then I think they kind of cycle out characters. I'm not sure how the business model works, but I know you have to buy characters.
Typical MOBA shit, yeah.
But I think for like $30, you buy all characters, now and future. So they have a really good model, actually. Smite is doing things right.
League of Legends can learn something, but I don't think they can.
Yeah, but crap. These games that's a different type of game, right? League of Legends and Smite.
They're both MOBAs.
I know they're both MOBAs, but like
Smite's
this one is much
different take on the genre, though.
Yeah, I mean, League of Legends doesn't work on a console.
No, not at all.
Not yet. Somebody's gonna release it. Somebody will.
Somebody?
I think they should. I think they'll release it. Riot Games, come on, they're gonna release it at some point.
Yeah, but how?
That's like saying Diablo's never gonna come on consoles.
No,
that it
that's
happens.
not quite
Diablo
not
worked
quite the same
better
thing.
on consoles.
You don't think so? You
Are
think
you fucking
that
kidding me,
game-
Kyle? Did you just say Diablo works
Diablo
better on
definitely
consoles?
worked better on
Yeah,
consoles.
You're banned.
Yeah.
You're banned from this podcast
Controllers-
forever. I'm banning the host.
God.
You have not followed this.
Please stop
people
talking.
Believe this. Most people believe this.
Please stop.
It totally worked better on console. The
Dude, the
controls
game-
were better.
Yeah, it's not the same game on consoles.
Yeah, it's better.
It's not
Oh,
even
God.
close
No, it's
to
not.
being better. It's not even
They,
close.
dude, they even said they don't have the infrastructure to port the whole seasons, which is a whole intricate
Let's
thing
talk
in
about-
of itself.
Talking about the core.
No.
core-
That roll and dodge bullshit that's on the consoles
You can
is
move
garbage.
and shoot. Yeah.
It's
All right,
garbage.
I will defer. I have not put that much time in really
Well,
anything.
thank
to
you
Diablo.
then. Just please
But-
stop. Please
You're
stop.
hurting me.
I have put quite a few hours into both the console and the PC version. I would say that the PC version is better. I mean, it's just different. It has been adapted well for consoles, but it's not necessarily. It's not better. Like I just.
The peasants get their scraps, but the PC, but
No, I mean
but
there
the
are
P-
some cool things
Anthony,
about
not-
There are some cool things about the console version, right? I mean, there are some neat features that are in this version that aren't in the PC version, and
Yeah, like
I can
a
see how
controller.
people that have never, I can see that people have never played the PC version, or maybe have ran the PC version on low specs, or tried it out, or whatever. But going between the two, I would always go with PC. Diablo's a native PC game. It always has been. I mean, this console release was a money grab, if you want to talk about money grabs, Kyle. Money grab.
No, you can
Yes.
call it a money grab. They specifically went in and changed a lot about that game.
What?
The
Just the
way that
addition to the-
controls worked.
Yeah, made
The
it
way-
easier.
the
Made
way
it a
that it
lot
was-
easier.
It made it. It took
Dumbed it
from
down for the console plebes.
dodge roll. All you gotta say.
Dodge roll is bullshit.
Don't make me send you guys all these links to people talking about how the console version is better. Because I'll do it.
They got
I
that.
will sit.
Congratulations.
They got that.
I bet you those people don't even own a PC.
Yeah, or have never played Diablo and like, this is what I've been missing. This is the shit. This is the best version of this game I've ever played. Well, no fucking shit. People that have played Diablo 2 would tell you to eat shit.
Well, that's a different. That's
It's not a different thing.
On
It's
a
like
tangent.
It's no, yeah, we are on a tangent, but it's okay. You've struck a nerve.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, it's the same within the Halo community, right? Would you say that the Halo PC version is better than the Xbox version?
If Halo came out on PC, yeah, it would.
I
Be.
mean, Halo has come out on PC before.
Yeah, Halo 1, dude.
Well, I'm talking about more modern ones. Even Halo 1 was pretty rough.
Well,
on PC.
Diablo 3 is rough on consoles. All right, moving along to something I've got to get my blood pressure down.
Post links in the comments to all the people that agree.
Who
with
thinks
me.
Diablo 3 is better on consoles? If you
Oh.
do think that, you haven't
I
played
want-
it on PC.
I'm on the Battle.net forums.
We need a
And they're
freaking
talking about how
poll
consoles.
system in our site. We need a poll system.
Well, I'm not
Question
saying
of the
I'm
week.
not saying Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is kind of one of those games like Destiny, right? There was a lot of fucking problems at launch. There was a long stretch between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. And when Diablo 3 came out, not everybody was happy with it. So there was a lot of PC players, a lot of Diablo fans that will never like Diablo 3 just because of the way that it launched and that it wasn't the game that they wanted it to be. So you're going to get those people on the forums, for sure. Diablo
Yeah,
3
PC
sold a shitload of copies.
You had me
Piece-
doubting myself,
yeah.
and I looked up some stuff just to make sure I was okay, and now I feel better. Because I think a lot of people agree.
Yeah, but that's great. A lot of people agree.
I feel better about
There's
that.
no frame of reference for it. These people are like, yeah, my first console was Xbox One. Diablo 3 is the shit, bro.
Kotaku and Eurogamer that I'm pulling up here.
Those people, you think they're all PC players? I would doubt it. I would doubt that half of those people even play games regularly. To be honest with you. What?
Sure.
You think every writer on Kotaku is like this hardcore gamer? They write. They're writers. They're not like... If you think that they're totally into Diablo, I would beg to differ.
All right.
I can do it. I have a computer in front of you. You want me to pull up my 300 plus hours on Diablo?
I don't
right
care.
Now? I will fuck you up.
Y'all enjoy your PC version. I haven't played.
I'm not saying. I'm gonna have to edit this podcast because I'm like shooting at people. Shots fired at Kotaku and Eurogamer, and all 19 of our listeners are gonna be like, "Damn, bro." But there are some cases to be made for the console version. There are. I'm not saying it's a bad game. Not at all. I just don't personally. My opinion is that it's not as good as the PC version. And I already said that shit.
Right.
And I said that in a review for this game. Mind you. I reviewed the original Diablo 3 when it came out for Xbox 360, and I'm pretty sure I said this game is shitty. Because it is not the PC version. The resolution sucks. When they jumped up to 1080p for Xbox One and PS4, that was nice. I'm just not a fan of the roll dodge, man. I mean, adding that into that game kind of destroys the gameplay and makes it more of a console game. And that's their objective, but it's two separate games. The differences are so major that they're not really the same game, in my opinion. But
right.
I have to agree.
I don't think you can say like the console version is better. They're just not the same game. So
struck a nerve there. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this conversation for about a year and a half. Here we go. It's my time to shine.
I'm gonna have to go and just get these and play them
Diablo
side by side. Yeah. I never dove into the Diablo series. I've made sure that I was aware of it, played some demos, but I honestly don't enjoy I'm blanking on the name, but just the click.
The grindy?
The clicking and the loot and all that.
You don't need to click. All you got to do is hold the button down.
Just no, thank you. It just gets old. I tried one of its clones.
It's not Diablo's not about just the clicking though. It's about building your character. It's like Destiny. I mean, that's the thing. When I talk passionate about Destiny, it's because it strikes the same nerve as it does for me with Diablo, where it's like I've got to build my character. I'm going to use these different armor types to increase these specific skill sets for my character, and then I'm going to take this character into the hardest dungeons I can take them into and try to earn loot. I mean, it's the exact same fucking thing as Destiny. And that stuff hits with me. It doesn't hit with you. It's not going to hit with everybody. That's why when I compare it to Diablo, it is a nearly exact comparison aside from the first-person shooting mechanics in Destiny. All that loot stuff is pretty much from Diablo.
Yeah, and then every couple of months, oh shit, they release new legendaries that are stronger than the ones I got.
I got to get in there and try and get this stuff.
Get this RNG shit going.
Yeah.
You gotta get it.
Torchlight 2. I played Torchlight 2.
That's a good game.
All right. That is a good game.
It was all right. Yeah, it just didn't get me. I don't know. Something about
it's not
that
as good as Diablo, but it's a good game.
Grab me. So we'll agree to disagree on that. Other betas that came out.
Wait, we were talking about betas?
Yeah, we were talking about
are
beta.
coming out. We have a Street Fighter 5 beta coming to what? Anthony, you know more about this.
The station.
What?
The station, as I like to call it.
Now you know.
As I like to call it.
That's no one knows what the fuck you're talking about. The fuck is the station?
PlayStation, of course.
You know, the station. So we got a beta coming out.
It's they're gonna release it in it's gonna be a 5-day beta. I don't know the exact dates. I don't have the thing open in front of me.
My
But
favorite types of betas.
Hold on. I
yeah,
do.
short
Beta will
5
start
day
on
beta.
July 23rd
There
at
you go.
18 o'clock
18
Pacific
o'clock.
time.
18 o'clock. That's a new time.
1800 hours Pacific time. And we'll continue
And
for days.
yeah, and then what they do is, what is it? 2 days in, they release another 2 characters to test out their infrastructure, or what did I call it in there? It's basically how they deliver their content delivery system with the game. So basically, it's basically an online only beta, which a lot of fans are kind of upset because there's no offline. You can't
That's
couch co-op.
That's what a beta's for. They need you
People
to
are
a
upset you
beta is
can't
not a
couch
demo.
co-op. It's fucking Street Fighter. You
Uh-huh.
can't couch co-op that shit.
Because
Well,
it's a beta.
they don't need to test the local shit. They need to make sure the game works
This
online.
is not demo. It is a beta. I know that they've been very interchangeable in the last 5 years or so, but it's meant for them to test their online infrastructure.
Well, and the other thing is that you
And they're going to
really
need it
can't
on the
get
PlayStation, the station.
And you can't even get it. You can't even get it unless you go out and pre-order the game on PSN
Really?
or your store. The only places that are getting it for free is like Japan, China. They all have it as part of their PlayStation Plus.
Interesting.
And Europe has like a thing where you can go sign up to get it, and you can randomly get it, through your email. But in the US, you have to go out and physically or digitally
That's pretty standard at this point.
pre-purchase. Well,
yeah,
it's pretty
but
crappy.
we're trying to
you
make
know?
sure this game works. Buy it, and we'll do that.
Exactly. I was like, if you're gonna
Yeah.
stress test the game to massive amounts of people, just stick it up on PlayStation Plus and go fuck yourself.
Right, there you
Everybody-
go. It'll
everybody's-
fucking break.
everybody's gonna download it.
Everyone's going to try and do it at the same time, and it will probably
Exactly.
break. There you go. There's your stress test.
Yeah, that's what they had in, I think it was Japan, where they had 1 week. They had it up on PlayStation Network. You can download it, and if you download it within that 1 week, when it goes live, you get to play.
Yeah.
That's all they had to do.
Open betas would probably be the best test, right? I mean, it's just marketing. It's marketing combined with them trying to make sure the game works, which hopefully it does.
You can almost see the meeting, like a dev comes in, he's like, oh, we're going to have online multiplayer. We need to do a beta. And the marketing guy is sitting there and he's like, oh, great.
Well, fuck, we need more pre-orders. Let's just, great. Let's do this. Let's do a couple of them. We'll do one in July. When's the game come out? September?
Something like that, I think. I don't even know if it's this year, is it?
It's definitely this year. It's not?
Okay.
Hold on.
I don't.
Wait
I'm
for it.
pulling it up on the Googles.
But again, we can
March
talk about like
2016.
Oh,
they
really?
have
oh,
Next year.
2016. Yeah.
Maybe they will have an open beta. This may just be the opening salvo, and they're testing.
I played this game at E3. It was pretty
So
awesome.
good.
It was good?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
was
they have a couple.
the Street
like
Fighter
one new.
4 that was completely broken on PS4, right?
Yeah, they fixed that.
It did? Okay.
Yeah, and another thing is you can't use your PlayStation 3 fight sticks on this beta.
Mm.
So that's another thing
My
that got fans
most
like, come on.
worrisome concern.
Oh. What will I do?
Well, but that go or talk about how it's being marketed, how it's being put out. Is also like the Call of Duty beta that was announced today.
Yes, the Call of Duty beta, which is coming to PlayStation 4.
I still can't believe that PlayStation 4 is now the home for Call of Duty. I really.
Will, get used to it. I saw you playing your Advanced Warfare.
Deal with
the
it.
The last Xbox content exclusive.
Hey, I'm gonna just go with
Call of
what
Duty.
everybody's been saying for the last few years. You can beta test this shit for me, and when it comes out on Xbox, we'll get the best version of it.
Okay, you have it a month later. Okay.
Yeah, after
Do
you
need to
beta test it for us.
maps? Is that a thing that you need to? No.
No,
Well, that's the thing.
well,
It's just what PlayStation fans have been saying.
it's what.
Forever.
No, yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, they
That's
have
what PlayStation fans say. Oh yeah, you can test it for us, bro.
It's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, it's
It's
coming
the internet.
August 19th. It will be. Oh, what was involved in this? They actually haven't released any details. Sorry. Other than that, it will come to PS4 on August 19th. That's
Woohoo!
we know.
PlayStation 4 first. bitch.
Who cares?
So if you pre-order,
Honestly,
you
this is
pre-order it on
just a
Xbox,
non-event for me.
SOL. That's because you pre-ordered it on Xbox.
No,
SOL.
I don't pre-order games first and foremost, but more
True that.
importantly, there's never been a Call of Duty beta, at least that I can remember. I can't remember a Call of Duty beta, so it's not like one of those things where it used to come out on the Xbox and I'm waiting for it or something like that. And yes, I do play Call of Duty on the Xbox because traditionally that's been the place where it performs the best. Sorry, I had to sneak that one in there.
Not anymore, though. Not anymore. The time has come.
But yeah, it's not something that I'm like, well, the beta's not coming around this year. They're just trying to make sure that it fucking works on PlayStation, to be honest with you. That's what it sounds like.
They haven't had betas before?
Fuck no. They never have needed to. The game usually launches rock solid. I just don't see why they need a beta this year. Maybe they're trying some new stuff. I'm not sure.
Well, for
I'm seeing a lot of stuff for Advanced Warfare beta.
Yeah.
Hell no.
It's
There
always
was a
close.
beta.
It's always like
Advanced Warfare
though.
beta? There was
Yeah,
It's an internal.
definitely a beta.
absolutely
There's
not.
always there's beta for Call of Duties, but it's like internal. It's never public. It's never like, that's where all your leaked footage comes from. It's never in, public. It's just internal shit. Whereas this is the first public Call of Duty pre-order, get your damn beta.
No wonder we have so
Beta.
many goddamn shitty articles up on our site. You just type in Google Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Beta and you just get all sorts of news articles. Man, this shit is not... There was no beta for this game. Maybe closed beta. Maybe like developer
Right.
friends and family sort of shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's
Internal,
small beta,
closed.
But there was no
there's
like
still-
pre-order this game in
There's still like videos from it. There were like
Fuck.
people, lots of people from the
June
community.
1st,
and
2004. I mean, that's like saying the thing that we played at E3 was a beta.
I don't know about that.
That's true. That's true. Because remember, they said that they had people back at the offices playing it. So, internally there. So that's technically an internal beta.
There was a multiplayer demo for Call of Duty Ghosts.
Well, there are plenty of those. Like the beta last year, maybe that's what they're talking about. Like when they do the whole reveal shit and they bring the people in there to play the games, kind of like they did at E3.
If you guys say it's not a beta, it's not a beta. I'm just.
I think that
Yeah.
fucking honestly, who fucking knows what to call them
talking.
anymore?
Yeah.
This is a very
Beta, alpha,
confrontational podcast.
fucking public relations release. Who fucking knows, man?
All right, we won't argue anymore about new stuff. We'll talk about what we actually played this week, which I'm guessing was not a whole lot of new releases because those are gone. Will, you actually have played something relatively new, so you can kick us off. What did you play?
Played a game called Spectra. Hold on, I gotta pull this fucker up. Edit this. Spectra.com. That's probably not good. That's gonna be me. Wrong. Hold on.
Pocket pool.
Spectra.
Spectra by
And it's on
Gateway
Xbox One?
Interactive. And I think the most notable thing about this game is that it's in collaboration with Chipcell. I think that's how you say it. The artist behind the Super Hexagon game, as far as the music goes.
Ooh, I love Super Hexagon.
Yeah, and you probably loved it because, well, I mean, the gameplay was pretty good, but it also had
that was a toilet game.
It was a very good toilet game.
Yep.
The music in Super Hexagon was really good.
It was.
So he's collaborating with Gateway Interactive for Spectra, a game that comes out, I believe, this week. I'm not sure. I know that we have an embargo on it, but I'm not sure on the exact release date. Unfortunately. But it's basically a racing game, like an old school arcade time attack score challenge sort of thing. It's pretty straightforward. It's a Windows Phone and PC game. I only played it on PC, but the controls seem fairly straightforward. You're racing on a straight line path that has obstacles in the way, and then this track takes twists and turns and kind of goes into multi-level variations, and you can kind of jump between tracks, and you basically trying to collect power-ups as you go and beat a timer to the finish line. It's a pretty standard game that kind of feels like old school arcade game.
Yeah, I pulled up a video. It looks like an old school arcade.
Yeah,
Kind of looks like F-Zero, honestly.
The aesthetic is
It's like
definitely
a modern,
retro.
like Tron F-Zero game.
Mm-hmm. But I really haven't played it that long. Played it for a few hours today, which might actually be a good chunk of time that you would sink into this. There's only 10 tracks. There is a fairly high level of replayability, but only because it's going to take you a little while to master the track before you get like 3 stars on it. So depending on what you do on the track, you'll earn stars. 3 stars. It feels like a mobile game, like an Angry Birds sort of thing. Like if you complete it to the fullest, you're going to get 3 stars. If you only get halfway through, you're going to get 1 star. I don't know if I like it or not at this point. It's engaging enough to keep me playing it a couple times. I didn't just turn it on and go like, fuck this. Each track has a different music soundtrack to it, so that was kind of cool. But it just seemed like there wasn't that much to the gameplay aside from using the arrow keys to move left and right. The speed didn't increase all that much, so it never felt like more tense in spots than it did in others. I've been to about 6 out of the 10 tracks, and not even as you progress up in difficulty, I guess, did they feel that much different than they did at the beginning. So I'm not really sure on it. I'm probably not going to review it just because I'm probably not going to play it enough to review it. But it's a time-wasting game, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Did you say it was an ID at Xbox game?
I didn't, but it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's going to be on the Windows Phone Store, and I'm guessing it's going to be coming to Xbox One. It's going to be coming to PC as well.
The program's doing good stuff. Like those ID at Xbox stuff.
This game was at Minecon, so, I think this is one of those games that Microsoft backed. I don't know that it's going to catch, like, it's going to be one of those games that says, well, fuck. People are going to give this game high scores tomorrow or whenever the embargo comes up, whenever this podcast is released, but it just doesn't have that hook. Other than the music. The music is solid. The music is great. But I like music games, like Krypton and Necrodancer is really good, and the music makes that game. It builds on the premise. It's almost like a rhythm game. This is a game that just has good music. It's not a rhythm game. It doesn't ever get you in that mode that a rhythm game would, where you're playing to the music. It's just kind of background for it. And it's very simple and straightforward in what your goal is. And I just don't know if there's a big enough hook to make you play this game over and over again. But
yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, and those simple games just, I'm not going to fire up my Xbox One to play a really quick, simple game. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll be doing something else and I'll load this game up. It looks interesting. Definitely.
The aesthetic is nice. The music is good. It plays fairly well, and it can be challenging. As you only have one life. If you go off the board or off the track, you die. So you have to start all the way over. You have to get 100% before the timer runs out, basically. And, if you run into these barricades that are kind of shooting across these laned highways or whatever they're traveling down, it impedes your progress. So the more of those you hit, the slower you're going to be going, the more you collect like power-ups. I think the faster you're going, though, I never really saw like a notable increase in the speed that you're traveling at. So it's not like you're getting faster and faster and going to the beat or anything like that. That's what I kind of didn't like about it. Having troubles. Yeah, that's Spectra.
All right. Me and Anthony played played the same game. Anthony, how was your GTA experience on your? This was on your new laptop or?
Yes, this is on my PC.
Nice.
I like it. I tried it on Max Payne today as well. It seems like Rockstar Games had this thing when you go into the graphics thing and you try to edit it, it shows you how much memory you're using. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is useful. That is very useful.
It really is. I mean, the textures are not on ultra for Grand Theft Auto 5 for me. Sadly, they're only on like high or whatever the fuck it is. But I can't stick it up to ultra or whatever because then it goes to like, you do not actually have that much memory. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Basically.
How much memory does your graphics card have?
I don't know. It's like it sets me at a maximum of like 2.
Okay, 2 gigs.
2
That's
gigs. Good. But so I end up only using like 1.7.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks great. The colors.
The colors.
The colors.
I'm seeing the colors. I'm like that cut. I'm like pointing everywhere.
He sent me a Skype message. He sent me a Skype message and said, "I bought GTA 5 on PC." Next message: the colors! Exclamation point.
It's true though. God damn it. Anybody? I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. No, okay, don't put that in the podcast. Please, God, don't.
Nope. Keep going.
But that's no. I don't know anything else.
So you were playing this week. So did you get to enjoy any of the Independence Day items?
No, I didn't. I didn't really touch the online.
You're single player.
Yeah, I've just been fucking around in the single player, messing with the editor, recording way more video than I really should. So I don't actually know where that video goes. So if you could help me with that, where does that fucking video go?
It goes on your hard drive?
Like, how do I edit it? I wanna edit it.
Go to the Rockstar editor. It's in the game.
That is bullshit. But that's cool. Either way. I mean, I like it. I like the you could like basically make your own scenes and stuff. I made like a super soldier guy. You know, pick the army guy, made him have like super strength and super jump, and I just ran around the city killing people.
Have you tried the mods?
No, I have not tried any of the mods.
Have you been still doing the mod stuff, Kyle?
No, I steer clear of the mods. I let other people mod.
Strictly business, huh?
Yep.
I should ask you, Kyle. How was your Arkham Knight experience on PC?
I haven't played it this week. I put an hour into that game overall, and I'm waiting.
You gave up for now.
Yeah, I'll wait for the all clear.
Yeah, other than Grand Theft Auto 5, I've been playing Witcher 2. I know it's not Witcher 3, but Witcher 2 on PC, and it looks pretty damn good. I stick that son of a bitch on Ultra. I stick that bitch on Ultra, and it looks good.
Nice.
2010 games.
Shut up, man.
You got them cool. 2010 games on lockdown, Fallout.
I do.
Just always operate on a delay, and you'll be great.
Pretty much. By 2018, I'll get a new.
But no, if you're running GTA 5 on high, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking great. I mean, like I said, the only thing that I can't put up to max is the textures.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks.
Yeah, but even on high, are you
the lighting and everything
is the frame rate solid on high?
It's pretty solid. I get when there's a shit ton going on sometimes, little dips, tiny dips. But nothing as bad as, the consoles. I mean, the console's pretty about on par. If not, obviously a little better because of the lighting and the colors.
That game looks fucking phenomenal on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as good as it does on PC, but it looks good. I can't do it again. There'll be no more GTA 5 for me.
Do it again.
Can't do it again, man.
I played like 5 hours into the story mode on PC, and then I just dropped it. I'm strictly online, so I played a ton of GTA Online this week because it was the Independence Day special. So there were a lot of items that I didn't get the first time around, and it was double XP, so I was level grinding like crazy.
And at the time of this podcast, Ill-Gotten Gains 2.
Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 is
which, in order to buy everything, you need $6 million.
Yeah.
Are you the $6 million man?
The car alone is the supercar alone is $2.2 million.
Jesus.
But it is.
However, apparently there's issues with that ill-gotten gains. I read up a little bit on it. Some people have been having like problems. They've been losing their cars and shit when they sign on.
I haven't seen anything.
After the gains patch. It's specifically for PC users too.
Yeah. Mine were good.
Be careful.
I jumped in.
Kyle.
I bought the car. Took it for a spin. Yeah.
I'm surprised you actually have that much. Good on you.
Oh, I have money.
You got
all
paper?
the money I need.
You got paper.
Yep.
All right.
I'm all good.
We gotta get that Attack of the Fanboy crew rolling. Just taking them all out, man.
Sure. You can join my crew, or we can make an AOTF crew on GTA, and we'll be the only two on there.
Yeah.
I own that game.
On PC?
I do.
Well,
yes,
jump in with us. We can do some heisting.
Nah.
Yeah, so Ill-Gotten Gains was a pretty good update. I mean, it added some decent stuff. Nothing crazy, but hopefully we get some better items down the road. Everyone wants a mansion. Yeah. Everyone wants something. I don't know why there isn't a freaking house in this game with a helipad. Just please. Why? I don't want to drive to the airport every time I need my helicopter or something.
Like, remember Saints Row? You can just get a house and you go inside, you go up to the helicopter, the helipad at the top.
Freaking GTA Vice City, there was one of those.
Yeah, The mansion, yeah.
Throw one into the hills.
Just go up to the roof, yeah.
Yeah. So, hopefully Rockstar gets better updates out. I mean, they
wouldn't even need much. All they would literally need is to add an option in the elevator instead of going to the basement to go to the roof.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Hopefully they stop developing GTA 5 and actively start developing Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, they got to sell those shark cards.
No, they got to release remastered first.
Remastered what?
2 comes out.
Yeah, they don't need to release remastered. All you need to do is just put it on Xbox One preview program. Wait, I'm sorry. You have to get PlayStation Now for that. I'm sorry.
That's messed up. But you said Xbox.
I'm sorry, Anthony. But it's only like what is it, like $20 a month?
Something like that.
You can swing that.
I already have it on disc. I don't give a shit.
Well, so that's probably all that we played. Did you guys play anything else this week?
I played a shitload of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Yay, he did.
Oh yeah.
He's been monitoring me quietly in the corner.
I saw it on Sling TV.
Yeah,
I saw him on Netflix.
That is still the worst fucking. Fuck that shit.
Why would you
fuck Sling TV?
Because I wanted that. Why were you on there? What were you doing?
Pretending to try and watch television. It's fucking the worst experience ever. These people should be put in prison.
I canceled my
what the fuck?
My 1 month free trial the other day. So I'm not looking back. That was not great.
I got a free trial of Apple Music.
So now you can totally concur with what I was saying. This is probably the worst shit ever.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. I mean, I didn't even watch a show. I just wanted...
Were you able to watch a show?
It was able to load something, and then I was like, oh, you don't have the channel that I'm looking for. Well, I'll never be back. Thank you.
But did you get through a complete show? Because like when I try to use that, you probably have cable, right? You have actual...
Yeah, I still have cable.
Okay. So if there was a show you wanted to watch, and you were tuned in at the right time, and you turn it on, and you were watching 20 minutes of it, and then all of a sudden this fucking application shits the bed and you can't watch any more of it and you can't rewind it and you can't go back in, you would be with me. You'd be like, no fucking thank you. This doesn't work.
Nope.
Yeah, because that's what it is for everything. That thing just constantly stops working. It crashes back out to the dashboard. I have no idea. I have 60 megabytes down for my internet. That should be more than sufficient to watch television. I don't have these issues with doing anything else for streaming, but for some reason, The Sling TV app on Xbox One sucks.
Sony's pushing out, what is the PlayStation View?
I'm thinking about
that's their
trying that just to
service?
take a look at it and see if it's any better than Sling TV.
That
Yeah, I
was
think
nice
it's
just
a free
because
trial. Yeah.
just because you can subscribe to individual channels. There weren't bundles.
Yeah.
Which
Did you see
Sling
what
is.
Hulu's doing now?
No.
Hulu, your regular subscriptions like whatever, $9, $8.99. And they actually partnered with Showtime now. You can get day and date programs of Showtime television with your Hulu subscription now for an additional $8.99.
Do they throw commercials in there though?
Well, yeah, but it's like you still get Showtime. I mean, it's trying to get people away from cable again,
Yeah, I mean, Showtime did that.
it's
Showtime's on View also. Showtime is not on Sling TV, but HBO is.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that Hulu is making a big push against Netflix. It's quite impressive. I mean, with Seinfeld, they grabbed Seinfeld exclusivity, and now the Showtime thing. I think it's
Hulu can't
pretty.
fucking work because of the ads. I'm not going to pay them money and watch
I
ads.
pay monthly because you get the shows you want to watch, like Agents
Fuck
of
that. I'm
S.H.I.E.L.D.
with
or
you, Kyle.
whatever.
No, I'm not going to pay them money and then watch ads. I did that with
That's
cable.
ridiculous.
And I hated it. So
For $10 though, really?
what do I
For
get
$10?
for that $10?
You get to watch shows that you may have missed the previous night or the previous week.
I'll just wait until it comes up later for free on Hulu.
Huh?
I don't need Hulu Plus to watch Hulu.
You mean the Hulu PC thing?
Yeah.
A lot of people, they've actually shown that numbers indicate that less people have been doing PC and more people have been going to Hulu Plus.
Well, I'm sure because they're making a big push for it, but I'm still saying like they're just not.
Seinfeld, man. Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, turn on TBS right now. Seinfeld is on, so I don't care.
I don't doubt that.
I don't care that it's on Hulu, and I'm not going to watch it on Hulu because there's ads on there. The reason that Netflix succeeds right now is because the people that would normally pirate find it to be more convenient, and Hulu is not more convenient than pirating. Not that I would pirate. That's awful. No one would do that.
I don't know, man. Netflix has had a couple commercials here and there. They've kind of been trickling them in the longer programs.
No,
or if you binge watch a lot.
They specifically said that they're not in there. There's never been an ad.
I've never seen an advertisement on Netflix.
I've seen an ad.
There's never been an ad in Netflix.
Yes.
I've never
it on Reddit,
seen it.
Even people saying, what is this shit? Why are there ads in my Netflix now? It's kind of like a newer thing. It started with the Orange is the New Black season.
Maybe they have like,
Don't
this
freak
is our
out.
next
Netflix
upcoming programming.
Netflix is run.
June 1st, Netflix is running ads for their own content.
And then
So
June
yes,
1st, don't freak out. Netflix is not running ads. It was a miscommunication, I would assume.
It was like you're watching Orange is the New Black. This is our another show. I mean, like HBO Go does that as well.
There was a limited test that had short teases of Netflix original content in between shows. And I'm guessing that test did not go well, and so they stopped.
He said, we do not and will not be adding third-party ads. They're not ads in the traditional sense. They're trailers for Netflix originals.
Yeah,
it's
cool
like how
with that.
HBO. Yeah, it's like how HBO.
Yeah, but it's like a 30-second trailer.
It's not like, hey,
saying,
buy our fucking cough syrup or buy our fucking macaroni or whatever the fuck who's advertising on Hulu.
But the point is, it's the same amount of time that you'd be watching an ad on Hulu.
Not at all.
And you're not going to complain about that?
Hulu shows 3 to 4 ads at this point in between for their ad breaks.
Really? And this is during the show, though, right?
Yeah.
Is this during the show like a normal? That's fucking bullshit. Fuck that.
Yeah, like you pause it, you can see like little gray areas on the timeline. Those are your ads, and that's when they'll happen.
And you're paying for that? Fuck that.
Yep.
Yeah, I am. I don't know. Hey, I don't have cable. I don't have satellite. So that's what I do.
I mean, I guess it's decent as a cable replacement, but I mean, it's just for streaming, there's no point in having ads. It's just, no. People have moved beyond
double dipping. Is
Yeah.
what it is. It's them saying we're going to take your money and we're going to take advertisers' money.
What'd you watch on Netflix this week, Will? You were on there.
I finished Breaking
You were on
Bad.
there.
I finished Breaking Bad, and
Nice.
I'm still of the
Nice.
opinion that the series should have ended after season 4.
What? No, season. It was
What?
perfect.
No.
It was a perfect
No.
end.
No.
Perfect.
Yeah,
The
season
best
4.
ending.
Season 4 would have been the perfect ending.
Ozymandias was one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen.
It was
Hands
just.
down.
Oh my
Not
God.
even
Oh
a
no,
question.
man! Him on the
Are we getting
rooftop.
to spoiler territories?
Him on the rooftop saying "I won" is the end of the show, in my opinion.
Wait, so you're rooting for him? You're rooting for Walter White?
Everybody was rooting for him. Let's
I
be
think
honest.
it's hard
He's
not
the good
to.
guy in that show. He's not the good guy in that show.
He's an anti-hero. He's what we
He's
perceived him to be as.
He's
the
a
good
villain
guy in the
that
show.
we just kind of watched from the beginning. He's not an anti-hero.
Are we going full spoiler? If we're going full spoiler.
Well, give
If
warning.
you haven't
this is gonna
seen
be
Breaking
great.
Bad at this point,
Go watch it right now.
I highly doubt you're going to be on YouTube looking for podcasts. I mean, I don't know,
I
man.
mean, if you want to go good guy, bad guy, then I guess for you it ended when Hank died, Kyle.
I mean,
Now that's a fucking spoiler.
that was the beginning of his.
That's what I said. Yeah.
That was like the beginning.
See, I
of
didn't
his-
like that whole. I mean,
I
come
loved
on now. All right, let's do this.
Hank even said.
We're gonna
"You knew
fucking
it.
end the
You
fucking.
knew."
We're gonna end the whole like one of the best series in television history with I'm gonna make a fucking machine gun pop out of a car and shoot everybody and win. That shit is
Because it's
dumb.
something he would do.
It's so dumb.
Nobody
He always-
won.
He always got
No,
out of
something
it.
he would do.
One?
Something he would do was blow up fucking the guy with
What do you mean?
with
Can-
a
can
homemade
describe
bomb.
that as-
That's something that
describe that
I
as a
thought he
bomb?
would do.
Oh, he makes a bomb and he puts it on a bell. Like that's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
but
just a mechanical
no,
device.
no. That's way more. In my opinion, it feels more natural. Like all the stuff in season 5 feels like it was just shoehorned in there to extend that series out longer. I think season 4 was it, man. I think it ended perfectly in season 4. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. You
But
can't,
it
really
it
convince
can't
me
end
otherwise.
With him winning.
The first time I watched,
That's-
why?
that can't happen.
The only true
Season
victim-
4
the
though,
true-
no, season 4 would end that show with people thinking and guessing. And I love shows that end like that don't give you the exact closure that you.
He would have never been caught, which was a big part.
Yeah,
like,
but you
everyone
don't
was
know,
waiting for
like-
him to get caught.
You still don't know.
But you still want to see that. You want to see him get. You want to see the ramifications of
Some people
everyone
might.
around him understanding what he's done. You want to see the ramifications of what he has actually done and the consequences of that. Like he's not a hero here. The creator has said this is watching someone. This is watching. I think it was like
It's Scarface.
someone
It's
turn
like
into
watching
Scarface. Yeah,
Scarface.
you are
Yeah.
watching someone turn into Scarface. If Scarface doesn't end with him dying, it's a totally different movie, and it's a bad movie about a bad person.
Well,
who
I don't think
succeeds.
Al
But
Pacino
that's.
can make
I
that
mean,
bad movie.
why
I
is
doubt
it? Why does the story have to be that full circle? Why doesn't it? Why can't the bad guy win?
But why would we want, like, people were already looking up to Walter White, and that's not the point of the show. The show was about how awful he became. He became a terrible human being. As much as I loved him, I
Because
loved
he's-
watching it.
You
He was an
saw the
awful
progression of a man looking to do something, and then he became one to do it for his family, and in the end, he admitted it. I
was
just did
doing
it
it
for
for himself.
myself.
Yeah.
The transition is complete after season 4. Like you see him go like from good to bad. You don't need to see him
You don't
die.
you don't see the consequences of that.
Do you exactly? You don't see the.
You do.
You really
His life is in
believe
shambles
he
at that
belonged-
point.
No, he just won. He literally said to his then wife that he won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Everything's
but
all
his life
hunky
is still in
dory,
shambles. You could have. They
He's
could have left it
divorced.
off right there. They could have left it off right there, and people would have been like, "I wonder what happens." And they would have talked about it for years and years to come, making up their own stories and would have happened. And what they wrote for that, just I didn't like. I didn't like the new characters. I didn't like the whole overseas aspect. I didn't like the whole white supremacy people that come in and steal his money and all that shit. It just didn't hook me like the rest of that series did. It's my personal opinion.
All right.
Well, I guess it was the moral that greed,
I mean, if I just
takes a person down.
yeah, if I don't see the consequences of his
need the
actions,
moral
I don't see the
story
point
of
in the
it.
show.
My bad.
He got plenty of consequences up into
got-
season 4.
He got divorced. That was like the really only consequence. The lasting consequence was divorce. He didn't. Then after that, we get to see his entire family structure get shattered. People that he loves get murdered, and then of course he eventually dies.
Yeah,
Dude,
it just
seeing
didn't.
his house alone was like the
Oh,
most impactful
man.
thing for me. Just
Getting-
seeing it torn
yeah.
to shreds. The interaction with his neighbor.
I'm not
when she,
saying
like,
that some of
runs
that
from
stuff,
him.
some of that closure stuff, and some of that full circle exposition wasn't good. I just don't think all of it was. I think that they didn't have enough good ideas left to bring that all the way around.
Simply having Hank discover that he was Heisenberg was worthy of a season for me. That's what I've
Yeah.
been wanting to see from the very beginning. Was what happened. That was
The
the
fact he did it
that was
on
a
the
big
shitter.
core of the series. Was this drug pusher is related to a DEA agent.
Yeah,
That was
I
like,
mean,
yeah.
and I still stand by, like, if it ends at season 4, you're still thinking about that and wondering, like, does this dude get caught? Does he keep going? Does he change for the better? Does he go back to how he was? I mean, for me, I'm just saying, for me,
You like
it
the
might have been better to have some mystery,
I guess.
instead of them spelling it out. I didn't like some of the characters in the last season. I didn't think it was as good as
You didn't
people.
like the Stevia chick? And
No,
Todd?
not
Oh
at all.
God, Todd.
Todd was a
Todd was
horrible
great.
character.
He was amazing.
Oh,
I loved
God.
Todd.
Such a bad character. They were all bad. All the white supremacy characters were just horrible.
Todd was great.
Nope.
Oh,
the train, dude, the train heist.
Oh, the
Give
train
me a
heist.
break.
Thank you.
Give me a
man.
break.
Give me a break is
Give me a
right.
break.
It's called jumping
That
the
was
shark.
beautiful.
Jeez.
That was beautiful.
Some of those, and not to go again into the crowd mentality, but some of those episodes are the highest rated episodes of television ever on IMDb.
And would you
What do you
like
think
to
the
know?
final
Would you like to
season-
know again why they made a 5th season? Because
No, the 5th season of Breaking Bad is
Money.
the highest rated
money.
thing on Metacritic.
Yeah, no
Period.
shit. I don't argue that money and fan fervor made them do that. I don't argue that. I think artistically
And I
it
won't
would have been
argue
fucking
that I don't
awesome
think
to
it's
leave it
over.
at 4.
I don't think it's over, personally. I mean, Bryan Cranston himself said on record, like, you didn't see a body bag. You didn't see them zip me up.
So it's over. No.
He said
Don't
you
do
didn't see
that.
them zip me up. He said you didn't see them zip me up.
Don't
And
even
wait, it
try.
was, believe me, it was a flesh wound. It was in the side. You didn't see him zip him up. Just saying.
Get those predictions out there. I don't
It just
know.
comes to me.
That's crazy to me. I thought season 5 was one of the best ending seasons of a television show ever.
Yeah.
The fact that
it-
Jesse was the only one that made it out was something.
It gave closure. And yeah, Jesse, you still have Jesse. You can still talk about what happened to Jesse. You can talk about what happened to Walt Jr. All these characters, you can still wonder what happened. But we got to get a full
I wish there
conclusion
was-
to our story.
I wish there was more closure with what happened to his kids, but you you never get everything.
Start your own fan fiction website.
Yes.
He owns a bed and breakfast.
Walt Jr. opened a bed and breakfast shortly after turning 18 with the money he got from the Schwartzes.
Yep. Well, all right. I guess we'll agree to disagree on that. I need to do a rewatch of the series. It's
Yeah, and
been a
you'll
while.
come to the same conclusion I just came to.
No.
Season 4 was the
Not
end,
at all.
and it was the perfect ending
Not at
for
all.
a criminal crime drama that made you like the bad guy.
Oh boy.
I don't understand.
I know you don't, because you look at it like, I don't like Walter White, he's a bad person. I thought it was a good story about a guy who had to do what he had to do for his family to survive.
But he didn't do it for his family. And he admitted that. And that's what you learn.
But that's what he started out doing.
Oh, no, he didn't.
I think
No.
Will likes the endings like he likes the Soprano ending. The build up where we don't actually know what happened. We don't see what happens.
Yeah, when something ends and I'm like, what? What?
Like it was an abrupt ending like Sopranos. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Kyle, but the ending to Sopranos was very abrupt.
Yep.
And to this day, nobody quote knows, but the writer or whatever has gone on record and saying what happened.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, I definitely appreciate the occasional open-ended ending. I just don't think Breaking Bad needed it. I think Breaking Bad was telling a very specific story. The story of taking a teacher and turning him into Scarface, and Scarface needs to die at the end.
Yeah.
That's how his story ends.
Some
Just
people
like
root for the bad
Saul's
guy, Kyle.
story.
Some people will be like,
I-
well, fucking, it
people
would have been
still have
awesome to
Scarface
see Scarface just roll
posters.
out of there.
Yeah, people have Scarface posters on their wall, but I think that they're forgetting what happened in the last 15 minutes of the movie. And that's an important
That's why they made the video
important
game.
part of the movie.
The video game deletes the last 15 minutes of that movie.
I don't know.
And that's why I like that video game.
I just
important part.
when I've watched it, I've watched that series full to completion twice, and I just think every single time I see it, the way that it ends in season 4 ends perfectly for me.
Yeah, it is an amazing ending for that season. That
I
is
think
his
you need to watch it again with
ultimate
commentary.
triumph.
I don't
then
care.
you
Like,
need to
I
see
don't
him.
need somebody telling me what they're trying to do, because what you try to do isn't always what happens. And what happened with what they did was make me think that season 4 was the ending of the show, and I was cool with that.
All right. Well,
Close it out.
yeah, let's close it out. So there's nothing exciting next week in terms of games. We'll play older games. I'll clear out my backlog a little bit. There's God of War Remastered and Rory McIlroy PGA Tour.
Review
are
will
coming
be
up.
on the site. We've got a
Check
man on the job.
You're the man on the job.
For those reviews. Otherwise, we will say goodbye. Thanks for joining us for the AOTF podcast number 18, I think.
Think?
Yeah, I can't remember now.
It's that crown
Talk-
talking.
It is the crown talking. Yes, it is. It is AOTF podcast number 18. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week.
Peace.
Hashtag season 4 was the real ending.